You think buying an SUV means safety and reliability. But what if I told you that some of the best-selling SUVs in America have engines so defective that entire law firms built their practices around suing the manufacturers? We're talking billion-dollar class action settlements, federal investigations, engines that catch fire while parked in your garage. Today, we're counting down 8 SUVs with engine defects so catastrophic that lawyers are still getting rich off them right now. Number 1 has a settlement so massive the manufacturer had to extend warranties to 15 years just to avoid more lawsuits. If you're shopping for an SUV or own one of these, you need to see this before it's too late. Number 8. 2024 to 2026. Subaru Ascent. The Subaru Ascent uses a 2.4-liter turbocharged boxer engine that's supposed to deliver reliable family hauling for up to 8 passengers. Instead, owners are reporting catastrophic oil consumption that's turning this 3-row SUV into a financial nightmare. The FA24 engine burns through oil at alarming rates. We're talking 1 quart every 1,000 to 2,000 miles in some cases. That's not normal wear. That's a fundamental design defect. When an engine runs low on oil between changes, internal components start wearing out prematurely. Bearings fail. Pistons score cylinder walls. Eventually, the entire engine destroys itself. Subaru issued Technical Service Bulletin 0217920R covering 2018 to 2021 models, acknowledging piston ring issues that cause excessive oil consumption. But here's the thing, issuing a TSB doesn't mean the problem is fixed in newer models. It just means Subaru gave dealers instructions on how to diagnose it after you've already experienced the failure. Affected owners report that getting Subaru to honor warranty claims requires oil consumption tests that take weeks. You bring the vehicle in, they mark your oil level. You drive it for 1,000 miles, you come back. If it burned enough oil, maybe they'll approve the claim. Maybe. For 2026 buyers, you're gambling that Subaru solved a defect that's plagued this engine since launch. The FA24 platform hasn't fundamentally changed. You're still buying the same architecture that documented oil consumption problems. Number 7. 2024 to 2026. GMC Acadia. The GMC Acadia has used GM's 3.6-liter high-feature V6 for years. This engine has earned a reputation for one of the most expensive failure modes you can experience. Timing chain and camshaft bearing failures that require complete engine teardown to fix. The problem starts with the timing chains that connect the crankshaft to the camshafts. These chains stretch over time, especially if oil changes are delayed or low-quality oil is used. When the chains stretch, they create slack that throws off valve timing. You'll hear a distinctive rattling noise from the front of the engine, especially during cold starts. But wait, it gets worse. The camshaft bearings in these engines fail prematurely, causing metal shavings to circulate through the oil system. Once metal contamination starts, it accelerates wear throughout the entire engine. Bearings, piston rings, oil pump, everything gets damaged. Repair costs are catastrophic. You're looking at $4,000 to $7,000 for timing chain replacement. If the camshaft bearings are damaged, you're replacing the entire engine. That's $10,000 to $12,000 at a dealership. GM knows about these problems. They've issued multiple technical service bulletins covering timing chain noise and camshaft bearing wear. But they've avoided a recall, which means owners bear the financial burden. For 2026 Acadia buyers, understand what you're buying. This 3.6-liter engine has documented chronic problems that GM refuses to recall. You're inheriting that risk the moment you sign the paperwork. Number 6. 2024 to 2026. Chevrolet Traverse. The Chevrolet Traverse shares the exact same 3.6-liter high-feature V6 as the GMC Acadia. Same engine, same failures, same catastrophic repair costs. Everything we just discussed about timing chains and camshaft bearings applies identically to the Traverse. Here's what makes this even worse for Traverse owners. Because this is Chevrolet's mainstream brand, buyers expect reliable, affordable family transportation. Instead, they're getting an SUV with an engine that can require $10,000 repairs before 100,000 miles. The timing chain stretch issue is so common that mechanics recognize the symptoms immediately. Rattling at startup. Check engine light with timing-related codes. Rough idle. These are warning signs that your engine is destroying itself from the inside. But here's the real trap: most Travers. Buyers finance these vehicles over 6 or 7 years. Your powertrain warranty expires at 5 years or 60,000 miles, whichever comes first. If your timing chains fail at 70,000 miles, you're paying out of pocket. And you're probably still making payments on a vehicle that needs major engine work. GM's response has been consistent. Issue service bulletins. Avoid recalls. Let customers fight for warranty coverage case by case. This strategy saves GM money but destroys customer trust and financial security. The Traverse sells well because it offers 3-row seating at a competitive price. But that price doesn't include the hidden cost of owning an engine with documented chronic failures that the manufacturer refuses to recall. Number 5. 2024 to 2026. Ford Explorer. The Ford Explorer, equipped with the 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6, represents everything wrong with modern turbocharged engine design. This complex powertrain uses variable cam timing technology that's failing at alarming rates, leaving owners with repair bills that can exceed $5,000. The VCT system, or variable cam timing, uses cam phasers to adjust valve timing for better performance and fuel economy. These components are completely dependent on oil pressure and cleanliness. When oil pressure drops or contamination builds up, the phasers start to fail. The first symptom is a distinctive ticking or rattling noise during cold starts. Ford acknowledged this problem with Technical Service Bulletin 232143 covering model years 2017 to 2020. But here's what's critical. That bulletin was issued years ago, yet the same fundamental engine architecture continues in 2026 models. The repair requires replacing cam phasers, timing chains, and related components. Labor is intensive because these parts are buried at the front of the engine. You're looking at $4,000 to $6,000 at a dealership. And this isn't a maybe problem. It's a when, not if, situation for EcoBoost owners. But wait, it gets worse. Ford recommends 7,500-mile oil change intervals. That maintenance schedule is fundamentally incompatible with keeping turbocharged VCT systems alive. Independent mechanics recommend 3,000 to 5,000-mile intervals to prevent phaser failure. For 2026 Explorer buyers, you're not just buying an SUV. You're buying a lifetime commitment to aggressive maintenance that costs more than Ford admits. Skip it, and you'll discover exactly why this engine made the list. Number 4. 2024 to 2026. Jeep Grand Cherokee. The Jeep Grand Cherokee uses Chrysler's 3.6-liter Pentastar V6, an engine that's developed a notorious reputation for lifter and camshaft failures. Owners across multiple model years report identical symptoms: ticking noises that progressively worsen. Check engine lights. Eventually, complete engine failure. The problem is rooted in the hydraulic lifters that operate the valves. These lifters rely on oil pressure to function properly. When oil quality degrades or pressure drops, the lifters start to collapse. Once a lifter fails, it can damage the camshaft lobes, destroy the valve train, and send metal debris throughout the oil system. Stellantis, Jeep's parent company, has issued multiple technical service bulletins addressing lifter noise and failure. TSB 0900221EE covers 2011 to 2021 models with cylinder head and rocker arm replacement procedures. But issuing bulletins doesn't fix the fundamental design weakness. Repair costs are devastating. If you catch the problem early with just lifter noise, you're looking at $2,000 to $4,000. If the camshaft is damaged, you're replacing the entire cylinder head. That's $6,000 to $8,000. Wait too long and metal. Contamination destroys the whole engine. Full replacement costs $10,000 to $15,000. Here's the real problem for buyers. Jeep ranks near the bottom of every reliability survey published. The Pentastar engine's lifter failures are just one symptom of broader quality control issues. You're buying into a brand with documented chronic problems and a manufacturer that refuses to issue recalls when service bulletins would suffice. The Grand Cherokee looks capable. It drives well, but that 3.6-liter engine is a ticking time bomb that could detonate your bank account. Number 3, 2024 to 2026, Honda CR-V. This one shocks people. Honda built its reputation on bulletproof reliability, but the CR-V, equipped with the 1.5-liter turbocharged engine, has a defect so severe it spawned a class action lawsuit that Honda fought for years before settling. The problem is oil dilution. Gasoline is leaking past the piston rings and contaminating the engine oil. In cold weather conditions, this dilution gets worse. Owners report their oil level rising on the dipstick instead of falling. That's not normal. That's fuel mixing with your oil, destroying its lubricating properties. Honda issued Technical Service Bulletin 18086 covering 2017 to 2019 CR-Vs, acknowledging the problem and updating engine software. But software updates don't fix a mechanical issue with piston ring seal. The fundamental problem persists in newer models. The lawsuit alleged that Honda knew about oil dilution before releasing these vehicles, but sold them anyway. The settlement provided extended warranties and software updates, but many owners report the problem continues even after the fix. Here's what oil dilution does to your engine. It breaks down the oil's ability to protect moving parts. Bearings wear prematurely. Piston rings deteriorate faster. The turbocharger, which depends on clean oil for lubrication, fails earlier than it should. You're accelerating wear throughout the entire powertrain. For 2026 CR-V buyers with the 1.5 turbo, you're gambling that Honda actually solved a defect they initially denied existed. The engine architecture hasn't fundamentally changed. The turbocharger still runs hot. The piston rings still seal the same way. Honda's reputation doesn't transfer to this engine. The lawsuits prove it. Number 2, 2024 to 2026. Kia Sorento. The Kia Sorento, equipped with the Theta 2 GDI engine, represents one of the most catastrophic reliability disasters in modern automotive history. We're not talking about a single defect or one bad model year. We're talking about a decade-long crisis that spawned federal investigations, massive class action lawsuits, and engine fires that forced Kia into billion-dollar settlements. The Theta 2 engine suffers from multiple fatal flaws, connecting rod-bearing failures caused by metal debris left in the engine during manufacturing, severe oil consumption that leads to oil starvation and catastrophic engine seizure, and the most terrifying failure mode, engines that catch fire while driving or even while parked. Kia issued Recall 20 SC3, covering over 1.7 million vehicles for engine fire risk. The recall required installing a knock sensor detection system, or KSDS, which monitors for abnormal engine vibrations that happen right before catastrophic failure. Think about what that means. Kia's solution wasn't to fix the defective engines. It was to install a warning system to alert you right before your engine destroys itself or catches fire. The class action settlement against Kia and Hyundai created an extended warranty of 15 years or 150,000 miles for covered engine repairs. But here's what current owners report. Getting Kia to actually honor these settlement terms is a nightmare. Dealers resist diagnosis. Corporate denies claims. Owners fight through months of bureaucracy while their vehicles sit broken. For 2026 Sorento buyers, the question is simple. Has Kia actually solved these problems, or are you buying a newer version of the same defective architecture? The Sorento still uses GDI technology. The engines still run hot. The fundamental design that caused a decade of failures hasn't been completely redesigned. You're buying into a warranty environment where you might have to fight for coverage even when you're legally entitled to it. That's not peace of mind. That's signing up for potential legal battles while making car payments. Number 1. 2024 to 2026, Hyundai Tucson and Santa Fe. The number 1 spot goes to Hyundai's Tucson and Santa Fe, equipped with the Theta 2 and new GDI engines. Same catastrophic failures as Kia, same billion-dollar settlement, but Hyundai's situation is even worse because of how they handled it. These engines experience the same connecting rod-bearing failures, oil consumption, and engine fires that plague Kia. But Hyundai fought the problems longer, denied responsibility harder, and left more customers stranded before finally settling. The settlement terms are identical: 15 years or 150,000 miles extended warranty. Lifetime warranty on the short block if you get the KSDS update. But getting Hyundai to approve claims requires documentation, persistence, and sometimes legal pressure. Owners report that proving excessive oil consumption requires consumption tests spanning weeks. You bring the vehicle in, they mark your oil. You drive 1,000 miles, you return. If it didn't burn enough oil to meet their threshold, they deny the claim even if your engine is clearly failing. Here's what makes this number one: the scale of betrayal. Hyundai and Kia sold millions of vehicles with engines they knew had manufacturing defects. Federal investigators found evidence that both companies were aware of the problems but delayed recalls to save money. They chose profit over customer safety. When your Tucson or Santa Fe engine fails, you're not just dealing with a mechanical problem. You're dealing with a company that has billions of dollars in existing liabilities and every financial incentive to deny your claim. For 2026 buyers, you're gambling that Hyundai solved defects that took federal investigations and billion-dollar settlements to even acknowledge. The GDI architecture continues. The brand's reliability crisis isn't over. It's just wearing a new model year badge. That's number one.